Relief features. Introduction. We already learnt about the features of world in the previous class. Let us learn about features of India in this chapter. In general, we already know the main features of India, but we are not much aware about how these features came into existence. What the destruction we are causing to these features. In this chapter, let us learn about the features of India that include location, lines of latitudes, longitudes, other important geographical features related to India. Learning outcomes. Learns about general location of India and Indian Standard Time. Learns about geographical background as how Indian landmass has formed. Learns about major relief divisions of India and their formation, location, and important features of them. New words learnt. Perennial, coral reefs, coastal plains, peninsula, Laurasia Dun, Angara land, Gondwana land, Shivalik, Purvanchal, Leeward. India is a very large country and it lies in the southern hemisphere of the globe. The country's mainland lies between 8 degrees north and 50 degree north longitude and 68 degrees south and 9 degree east latitude. India is called as Indian Peninsula. India has diversity in climatic conditions. This led to a variety of vegetation and life form with advantages for growing variety of crops. The long coastline located in the Indian Ocean enable trade routes as well as fishing. As we already learned about the standard meridian of the world on which the time is based, here we learn about the Indian Standard Time. For calculation of time in India, we take the central longitude 82 degrees 30 degrees east is taken as standard meridian which passes near Allahabad. This is referred to as the Indian Standard Time, which is 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. Geographical background. Let us now learn about the formation of Indian land masses. This has originated due to geographical formations and several other processes like weathering, erosion, and deposition. These processes took millions of years to create and modify the physical features as they appear to us today. World landforms originated from two giant lands, namely Angara land, Laurasia, and Gondwana land. The Indian peninsula was part of Gondwana land. Over 200 million years ago, Gondwana land split into pieces and the peninsular Indian plate moved towards northeast and collided the much larger Eurasian plate, that is Angara land. Due to this collision and immense compression force, mountains evolved through folding process over millions of years. The Himalayas are a result of this process. The breaking off from the northern corners of the peninsular plateau led to the formation of a large basin. This basin slowly got filled with sediments deposited by the Himalayas rivers from north and peninsular rivers from south. This created the very extensive, flat, northern plains of India. The Indian landmass displays great relief variations. The peninsular plateau is one of the most ancient land blocks on the Earth's surface. Major relief divisions. The Indian landmass is divided into the following groups: the Himalayas, the Indo-Gangetic Plain, the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal plains, the desert, the islands. Let us now learn about each division. The Himalayas. Now let us start with Himalayas. You must learn about this in your previous classes. Let us now learn more about Himalayas. The Himalayan ranges run in the west-east direction in the form of an arch with a distance of about 2,400 kilometers. Their width differs from 500 kilometers in the western regions to 200 kilometers in central and eastern regions. It is broader in western region. The Himalayas comprise 3 parallel ranges. These ranges are separated with deep valleys and extensive plateaus. Now let us learn about each range. The northern range is known as Greater Himalayas or Himadri. This is the most continuous with highest peaks. These peaks are an average elevation of about 6,100 meters above mean sea level. Greater Himalayas or Himadri is composed of snow and ice cover. The seasonal cycle of accumulation of ice, movement, and melting of glaciers are the sources for the perennial rivers. South of Greater Himalayas is Lesser Himalayas. Lesser Himalayas has the most rugged relief and is composed of highly compressed rocks. The important ranges of this region are Pir Panjal and Mahabharata ranges, which are from 3,700 to 4,500 meters. The famous valley of Kashmir, the Kangra and Kulu in Himachal Pradesh are found in this range. The well-known hill stations like Simla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, etc. are found in this region and are covered by evergreen forests. The southernmost range of Himalayas are the Shivaliks, which extends over a width of 10 to 50 kilometers and have an altitude varying between 900 to 1,100 meters. These ranges have different names in different regions. Jammu Hills in Jammu region, Mishmi Hills in Arunachal Pradesh, Kachar in Assam. These paths are with thick gravel and alluvium. The valleys between the Lesser Himalaya and Shivalik ranges are called as duns, and the prominent duns of this region are Dehradun, Kotli Dun and Patli Dun. The eastern boundary of the Himalayas is the Brahmaputra Valley. In Arunachal Pradesh, beyond the Dihang Valley, the Himalayas take hairpin bend to the south and act as eastern boundary of India and run through the northeastern states. These divisions are known as Purvanchal and it is composed of sedimentary sandstones. Purvanchal are known as Patkai Hills in the locality, the Naga Hills, Manipuri Hills, Khasi and Mizo Hills. Let us now learn as how these Himalayas are useful to us. The Himalayas influence the climate in various ways. They act as barriers protecting India from the cold winds of Central Asia during severe winter. They are reason for summer rains and monsoon type climate in regions that are beyond the Western Ghats. The rivers in these regions have perennial flow as they are fed by the glaciers and bring a lot of silk, making these plains very fertile.